Our next competitor is Priya Dunlap of Baker's Mills, New York. Priya's time yesterday, 8 minutes, 51.17 seconds, and she's currently in 8th position. We should be seeing a team shortly if the times hold up from yesterday. We were looking at 7, 8, 9 minutes for the times of the first competitors.
30 seconds.
En 8e position, Priya Dunlap de Baker's Mills, New York. Elle porte le numéro 146 et hier, elle a franchi le parcours en 8 minutes 51 secondes.
Driver, you have 15 seconds. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go, driver! Team number 139 to the start line. Team number 142 to the staging area, please.
Next to start is Marie-Hélène Terrien of Saint-Émile, Quebec. She'll be driving a team that's owned by Richard Terrien. She's the 4th generation of the Terrien family who's been involved in sled dog racing. And her time yesterday, 8 minutes, 52.14 seconds, currently in 9th position.
Driver, you have 30 seconds.
En 9e position, c'est le numéro 139, Marie-Hélène Terrien de Saint-Émile, Québec, qui a franchi la distance hier en 8 minutes 52.
Driver, you have 15 seconds.
Leftover coffee.
10 seconds.
Coming in. 138. Bid number 138.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go, driver! Bib number 142 to the start line. Bib number 157 to the staging area, please.
Our next competitor to start from Saint-Émile, Quebec is Patrick Latulip. A time yesterday of 8 minutes, 52.93 seconds, which currently puts him in 10th position after the first heat.
Driver, you have 30 seconds.
Au départ, le numéro 142, Patrick Latulippe de Saint-Émile, Québec, en 10e position, avec un temps de 8 et 52 hier.
Driver, you have 15 seconds. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go, driver!
148 coming in.
Bib number 157 to the start line. Bib number 151 to the staging area, please.
Unofficial finish time for Ann Condos of Ely, Minnesota, 8 minutes, 11.67 seconds. Unofficial combined time, and this will be in tenths of a second unofficially, 16 minutes, 11.6 seconds for Ann Condos. Next to start, Tommy Fink of Coatesville, Pennsylvania, time yesterday, 8:53.28.
Driver, you have 30 seconds.
Tommy Fink de Coatesville, Pennsylvanie, numéro 157. Et on a un temps pour Ann Condos, 8 minutes 11 secondes, pour un temps combiné de 16 minutes et 11 secondes pour les deux jours.
15 seconds. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go, driver! Bib number 151 to the start line. Team number 137 to the staging area, please.
Unofficial finish time for TJ Condos of Ely, Minnesota, 8 minutes, 17.88 seconds. Unofficial combined time, 16:41.1. Next to start, Dominic Levesque, Kamouraska, Quebec, time yesterday, 8:57.91.
En 12e position, numéro 151,
30 seconds.
Dominique Lévesque, avec un temps hier de 8,57. On a le temps pour TJ Condos, 8 et 17 aujourd'hui, pour un combiné de 16 et 41 pour les deux jours.
Driver, you have 15 seconds.
Heather's lost on the course.
10 seconds.
Other comments.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go, driver! Team number 137 to the start line. Team number 153 to the staging area, please.
Our next competitor to start is Tina Parent of Gatineau, Quebec. Time yesterday of 8 minutes, 58.8 seconds.
Driver, you have 30 seconds.
Présentement en 13e position, Tina Parent de Gatineau, Québec. Hier, 8,58.
Driver, you have 15 seconds. 10 seconds.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go, driver.
Wind slowing down today. First two have
Team number 153 to the start line. Team number 170 to the staging area, please.
Unofficial daytime for Claude Bergeron Jr., 8:36.84. Unofficial combined time, 18:11.2. Next to start is Jeffrey Fink of Coatesville, Pennsylvania. Time yesterday, 9:08.10.
Driver, you have 30 seconds.
Au tour maintenant de Jeffrey Fink de Coatesville, Pennsylvanie. Hier, 9,08. Et on a un temps pour Claude Bergeron. 9,37 aujourd'hui pour un total de 18,11 pour les deux jours.
Driver, you have 15 seconds.
she's this one 1 through 6.
10 seconds.
12, 39.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go, driver.
What time is that last?
Team number 170 to the start line. Team number 150 to the staging area, please.
Our next competitor to start is Heather Carbaugh of Abbottstown, Pennsylvania. Time yesterday of 9 minutes, 10.56 seconds. Unofficial finish time for Katie Morris of Onakama, Michigan.
Driver, you have 30 seconds.
8 minutes, 39.7 seconds.
Au départ, le numéro 170, Heather Carbaugh de Abbottstown, Pennsylvanie. Et on a un temps pour Katie Morris, 8 minutes
Driver,
39.
you have 15 seconds. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go, driver.
That must have been her.
Team number 150 to the start line. Team number 141 to the staging area, please.
Unofficial combined time for Katie Morris, 17 minutes, 18.0 seconds. Unofficial combined time correction for Claude Bergeron Jr., 17 minutes, 11.2 seconds. Unofficial daytime for Ron Lafferty, 8 minutes, 46.39 seconds, and set to start.
30 seconds.
Sam Granger, time yesterday, 9:38.27.
Au départ, Sam Granger de Hudson, Québec, le numéro 150. On a un temps pour Ron Lafferty, 8,46.
Driver, you have 15 seconds.
5 in there. Nobody coming?
10 seconds.
Coming in? 22.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go, driver.
156.
Bib number 141 to the start line. Team number 155 to the staging area, please.
Our next competitor to start is Jerry Mulvey of Warrensburg, New York. Time yesterday, 9 minutes, 42.2 seconds.
Straighten that out. Can't come across the line with your wrinkles there.
15.
Driver, you have 30 seconds.
Le numéro 141, Jerry Mulvey de Warrensburg, New York. Hier, un temps de 9,42.
146.
Driver, you have 15 seconds. 10 seconds.
Something was so
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go, driver. Team number 155 to the start line. Team number 154 to the staging area, please.
Unofficial finish time for Chrissy Malberg, 9 minutes, 19.15 seconds. Set to start is Jean-Philippe Thétienne of Saint-Émile, Quebec, running a team owned by Richard Thétienne. Unofficial time from yesterday, 9 minutes, 45.61 seconds.
Driver, you have 30 seconds.
Au départ, Jean-Philippe Thétienne de Saint-Émile, Québec, porte le numéro 155, hier un temps de 9:45. On a le temps aujourd'hui pour Chrissy Malberg, 9:19.
Driver, you have 15 seconds.
139.
10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go, driver!
Should have been 4 now.
About 4 more to come.
17:04.76.
Team number 154 to the start line. Team number 143 to the staging area, please.
Unofficial finish time for Priya Dunlap, 8 minutes, 59.4 seconds. Next to start is Andy Fox of Fogelsville, Pennsylvania. Time yesterday, 9 minutes, 50.05 seconds.
Driver, you have 30 seconds.
Au départ, Andy Fox de Fogelsville, Pennsylvanie, porte le numéro 154. On a un temps pour Priya Dunlap à 8 minutes 59.
Driver, you have 15 seconds. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go, driver! Team number 143 to the start line. Team number 145 to the staging area, please.
Unofficial finish time for Marie-Hélène Thétienne of Saint-Émile, Quebec, 9 minutes, 4.76 seconds. 9:04.76 for Marie-Hélène Thétienne. Next to start, Natalia Swalnick of Colton, New York, driving a team owned by Gerald Swalnick. Time yesterday,
You have 30 seconds.
10 minutes, 27.46 seconds.
Le numéro 143 appartient à Natalia Swalnick de Colton, New York. Hier, 10 minutes et 27. Et on a un temps pour Marie-Hélène Thétienne, 9 minutes et 4 secondes.
Driver, you have 15 seconds. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go, driver! Team number 145 to the start line. Team number 147 to the staging area, please.
Unofficial finish time for Patrick Latulip today, 8 minutes, 49.08 seconds. Unofficial combined time for Patrick Latulip, 17 minutes, 41.9 seconds. Set to start, Justin Hayek, Sharon, Connecticut. Time yesterday, 10:39.45.
Driver, you have 30 seconds.
Le numéro 145, Justin Ajek de Sharon, Connecticut. Et on a un temps pour Patrick Latulippe à 8 minutes et 49, qui lui donne un total de 17 minutes et 41 secondes pour les 2 jours.
52, we've already got him in.
151.
10 seconds.
151.
151.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go, driver! Team number 147 to the start line, please.
Oh, no, we got one more. Bertolucci.
And our next and final competitor in the three-dog junior class is Michelle Bartolucci. Time yesterday, 12 minutes, 40.63 seconds. Unofficial finish time, Tommy Fink, 9:01.22.
Driver, you have 30 seconds.
Le dernier départ, le numéro 147, Michel Bartolucci. Et on a un temps pour Tommy Fink à 9 minutes et 1 seconde.
Driver, you have 15 seconds. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go, driver!
Bob, that was Cindy driving her sled, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So she's the driver still out there. The dogs are back. So
And there goes Michel Bartolucci, our final competitor in the three-dog junior class for the second heat. Unofficial finish time for Dominic Levesque of Kamouraska, Quebec, 8 minutes, 48.12 seconds. 8:48.12 for Dominic Levesque. We have some unofficial combined times. We are calculating them on a tentative basis to the 10th of a second here in the timing building, just to give you an idea of placings. And again, all of this is unofficial and will be verified to the hundredths of a second once we verify our times at the conclusion of the race. But right now, as we have it, we have Ann Condos in first position, 16 minutes, 11.6 seconds. In second position, TJ Condos, 16 minutes, 41.1 seconds. In third position is Claude Bergeron Jr., 17 minutes, 11.2 seconds. In fourth position, Katie Morris, 17 minutes, 18 seconds. In fifth position, Ron Lafferty, 17 minutes, 24 seconds. In sixth position, we have Patrick Latulip at 17 minutes, 41 seconds. In seventh position would be Dominic Levesque, 17 minutes, 45.8 seconds.
170. Coming in.
In eighth position would be Priya Dunlap, 1750.7. In ninth position currently would be Tommy Fink, 1754.5. And in 10th position currently would be Marie-Hélène Terrien at 1756.7. Again, all of those are very unofficial at this point and are only timed to the 10th of a second, but the computer will actually give us the combined times to a hundredth of a second, just to give you an idea of the placings as we have them. We have some more times that have come in from the course. Unofficial finish time for Heather Carbaugh, 8 minutes, 42.98 seconds. Unofficial finish time for Jeffrey Fink, 9 minutes, 6.06 seconds. Unofficial finish time for Tina Perrin, 9 minutes, 50.19 seconds.
On a des temps non officiels pour Tina Parent, 9 minutes et 50. Jerry Fink, 9 minutes et 6.
We'll start this race.
Heather Carba, 8 minutes et 42. Dominique Lévesque, 8 minutes et 48. Et à l'heure actuelle, on a des temps combinés non officiels de Anne Condos qui sera en première position, TJ Condos deuxième.
5-0 coming in.
En troisième position, on retrouve Claude Bergeron, suivi de Katie Morris. En sixième, Ron Lafferty. Ensuite, on retrouve Patrick Latulippe, suivi de Dominique Lévesque en septième place. Kriya Dunlap, 8e, Tommy Fink, 9e, et Marie-Hélène Terrien, 10e. Ça, c'est non officiel.
I can't hear it.
Yeah.
Today I can hear it.
Unofficial finish time for Sam Granger, 9 minutes, 10.86 seconds.
Alors, on a un temps non officiel pour Sam Granger de Hudson, Québec, 9 minutes et 10 secondes. Alors, on vous rappelle que Anne Condos et TJ Condos sont toujours les meneurs, suivis de Claude Bergeron, Katie Morris, Ron Lafferty. Ensuite, on y va avec Dominique Lévesque, Patrick Latulippe.
Unofficial combined time, Tina Perrin, 18 minutes, 48.9 seconds. Unofficial combined time for Jeffrey Fink, 18 minutes, 13.9 seconds. Unofficial combined time for Heather Carbaugh, 17 minutes, 53.6 seconds. Unofficial combined time for Sam Granger, 18 minutes, 49.4 seconds.
On a des temps combinés non officiels pour Tommy Fink, 17 minutes 54.5. Dominique Lévesque, 17 minutes 45.8. Tina Parent, 18 et 48. Jeffrey Fink, 18-13. Heather Carba, 17-53. et Sam Granger, 18-49. Alors, les meneurs sont toujours les Condos, Anne et TJ, à 16-11 et 16-41.
26-16-01.
Got it, go ahead and put that one.
26-21-73.
So as we have it right now, and again, these are all unofficial, and we're doing combined times manually to a tenth of a second here in the timing building, just to give a relative idea of placing. It's all unofficial. Our official times will come at the conclusion of the race. But unofficially, right now, we have Ann Condos as our leader, two-day combined time unofficially, and roughly of 16 minutes, 11.6 seconds. In second position, TJ Condos, 16 minutes, 41.1 second. In third position, Claude Bergeron Jr., 17 minutes, 11.2 seconds. In fourth position is Katie Morris, 17 minutes, 18 seconds. Fifth position, Ron Lafferty, 17 minutes, 24 seconds. In sixth position, we have Patrick Latulip, 17 minutes, 41.9 seconds. In seventh position, we have Dominic Levesque, 17 minutes, 45.8 seconds. In eighth position, we have Kriya Dunlap, 17 minutes, 50.7 seconds. In ninth position, Heather Carbaugh, 17 minutes, 53.6 seconds. And in 10th position, we have Tommy Fink, 17 minutes, 54.5 seconds. Those are all unofficial at this time.
On a maintenant des temps non officiels pour Jerry Mulvey, aujourd'hui 10 et 21, pour un total de 20 minutes et 3 secondes. Et Jean-Philippe Terrien, avec 9 et 16 aujourd'hui, pour un total de 19 minutes et 1 seconde.
Unofficial finish time for Jean-Philippe Terrien, 9 minutes, 16.01 seconds. Unofficial combined time, 19 minutes, 1.7 seconds.
Alors, le temps non officiel pour Jean-Philippe Terrien aujourd'hui, 9 minutes, 16 secondes, point 1.
Unofficial finish time for Jerry Mulvey, 10 minutes, 21.73 seconds. And unofficial combined time for the 2 days of racing, 20 minutes, 3.9 seconds. Unofficial daytime for Andy Fox of Fogelsville, Pennsylvania, 10 minutes, 9.28 seconds.
On a des temps non officiels pour Andy Fox, 10 minutes, 9 secondes et 28. Et Jerry Mulvey, 10 minutes, 21 secondes pour un temps de 20 minutes et 3 secondes.
We'd like to remind all of you that coming up at 10 o'clock this morning, we will have the second and final heat of the 6-dog class of the Alpo International. And we have some very good competition taking place in that class as a result of yesterday's competition. Val Beland is the leader with a time yesterday of 16 minutes, 51.76 seconds. And behind her by about 13 seconds is Amy Streeper of Osage, Minnesota. She's followed by Neil Johnson, who's less than 2 seconds behind her. Stu Osthoff at 17:29.80, and John Sandberg of Paul Smith's currently in 5th position, 17 minutes, 30.17 seconds. John just a fraction of a second out of 4th place in that running, so he may be able to move up once we get into the 6-dog competition, and that's set to start at about 10 o'clock this morning. Also, we'd like to remind those of you who are here to enjoy the races coming up at 9 o'clock, and I see it's just about 9 o'clock now. They're going to be starting the weight pull finals in the weight pull area, so there'll be weight pull competition going on throughout the morning and probably part of the afternoon over in the weight pull area. If you'd like to see some of the working dogs and how they can pull some very large amounts of weight, stop over in the weight pull area. I think you'll find it to be rather fascinating.
Alors, n'oubliez pas, dans quelques instants, va commencer le tir de poids pour les chiens. Alors, si vous voulez voir des chiens très, très forts et travailler, eh bien, allez voir ça. Et on vous rappelle qu'à 10 heures, on aura le final de la course de 6 chiens avec Val Beland qui est en tête, suivi de Amy Streeper, Neil Johnson, Stuart Ostov et John Sandberg.
Unofficial finish time for Natalia Swalnick, 10 minutes, 43.52 seconds. Unofficial combined time for the 2 days of 21 minutes, 11.0 seconds. Unofficial combined time for Andy Fox, 19 minutes, 59.3 seconds.
On a un temps combiné pour Andy Fox à 19 minutes 59. On a le temps aujourd'hui pour Jerry
How many miles?
Swalnick à 10:43 pour un total de 21 minutes et 11.
2.5 right
Six
now.
dog drivers,
What's that?
you have 1 hour. 1 hour to start.
No, we got
the
one
six
more,
dog
thanks.
class.
One more.
One more coming in. Plus Heather,
No, her sled came back. Cindy Joe's car, her
they
sled
bring
back.
her back?
We haven't seen Heather come back yet.
Huh,
Unless she
you
went
don't
around
have
the other way.
She might have.
But Cindy brought her sled across.
No, haven't heard.
That'd be a DSQ or a DNF anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, found her.
Unofficial finish time for Justin Hajek of Sharon, Connecticut, 11 minutes, 22.43 seconds. 11:22:43 for Justin Hajek.
Alors le temps pour Natalia Swalnick aujourd'hui 10 minutes et 43 et le temps pour Justin Hajek 11 minutes et 22.
Unofficial combined time for Justin Hajek, 22 minutes, 1.9 seconds. 22:01.9 for Justin Hajek. Just once again to review unofficially the standings as we have them right now, puts Ann Condos in first position, 16:11.6. Now these will be given to the hundredths of a second once we get them from the computer, but we're just trying to get at least some unofficial placings, and we can do that through use of the timing mechanism that we have in the timing building. So we're doing to the tenths of a second unofficially until we have verification and official results for you. Ann Condos, 16:11.6 in first position. TJ Condos, 16:41.1 in second position. In third position, Claude Bergeron Jr., 17:11.2. In fourth position, Katie Morris, 17:18.0. In fifth position, we have Ron Lafferty, 17:24.0. In sixth position, Patrick Latulip, 17:41.9. In seventh position, we have Dominic Levesque, 17:45.8. In eighth position, we have Priya Dunlap, 17:50.7. In ninth position, Heather Carbaugh, 17:53.6. And in 10th position right now, Tommy Fink, 17:54.5.
Okay, last sled is
On a le classement non officiel pour les 2 jours. On aurait en première position Ann Condos à 16:11. Deuxième position, on aurait TJ Condos à 16:41. Troisième position, Claude Bergeron, 17:11. En quatrième place, ce serait Katie Morris, 17:18. En cinquième, Ron Lafferty, 17:24. En sixième, Patrick Latulippe, 17:41. En septième, Dominique Lévesque, 17:45.
Yep.
En huitième, Priya Dunlap, 17:50. En neuvième, Heather Carbaugh, 17:53. En dixième, Tommy Fink, 17:54. En onzième, Marie-Hélène Terrien, 17:56. En douzième, Chrissy Malberg, 18:08. En treizième, Jerry Fink, 18:13. En quatorzième, Tina Parent, 18:48. Et en quinzième, Sam Granger, 18:49.
And unofficial finish time for Michelle Bartolucci, 13 minutes, 12.4 seconds. Unofficial combined time for the 2 days, 25 minutes, 52.0 seconds.
On a pour Michel Bartolucci un temps de 13 minutes 12 secondes pour un combiné de 25:52. Alors la course des 3 chiens est maintenant terminée.
And we want to remind all of you, coming up at 10 o'clock, we will have the second and final heat of the 6-dog competition, and they'll be going off in 1-minute intervals. We have a rather large field still in competition in that event, and we want to also remind all of you mushers out there, if you would please take a moment and think of the person that you feel is deserving of the George Sweet Award, George Sweet Memorial Award given in memory of the Musher George Sweet. The annual award is presented to the sled dog driver who best exemplifies good sportsmanship on and off the trail. And it is a driver's award. We ask for driver nominations, so give it some thought and put a name down and the reason you feel that they are entitled to get this award. And please hand it to one of the Alpo officials, and they'd like that done by noon today, so the selection can be made and we can get our presentation ready for the award ceremony.
N'oubliez pas, vous avez jusqu'à midi pour voter pour le George Sweet Award. C'est un trophée qui sera remis à celui qui aura démontré le plus bel esprit sportif. Alors n'oubliez pas et donnez vos votes aux participants de Alpo à l'intérieur dans le Sports Annex. Alors votez pour le George Sweet, vous avez jusqu'à midi.
Also, we'd like to advise all of you, apparently in the Sports Annex building there had been a restroom problem earlier, and we did want to just advise everyone that that problem has been corrected. The restrooms are in good shape, and but if you do notice any further problem as the day progresses, please make sure you do report it to the attention of somebody in the information center.
Alors, les toilettes sont en opération complète à l'heure actuelle, alors il semble que le tout a été réparé.
I would encourage you to support the food concessions out there. I'm sure you'll find something to meet your needs at any of the locations out there, but to those at the concession operated by the fire department, you might want to ask them about the red eye special.
45 minutes to the start of the six-dog class. Snowmobile hits the trail. React personnel, on your way. Sue Dyer, please report to the snowmobile, please. Six dog drivers, you have 30 minutes to start.
Six-dog class with 600.4 points.
Driver, you have 30 seconds.
Au tour maintenant de Dorothy Arthurs de Segal, Idaho. Hier, 18 minutes et 1 seconde. Et on vous rappelle que c'est les 15 premiers qui sont dans l'argent. Il y a une bourse de 8 900 $.
Driver, you have 15 seconds.
And for Dorothy this year, she's had a fourth in the six-dog class at Fort Nelson, British Columbia back in December, and was fifth in the six-dog last weekend at Ely, Minnesota. She's a veteran, a former gold medalist in the six-dog class, so she knows how to get it done and always has a team that finds itself in the top 10. And on a race like this, a veteran knowing how to run on a turf like this could prove to be a couple of places for her. Our next competitor, and in 10th position after the first day, Jean-Marc Julien of Pointe Rouge, Quebec. His time after yesterday's first heat, 18 minutes, 2.29 seconds. He was 12th in the 8-dog class earlier this year at the Minden Technical Challenge in Minden, Ontario.
On retrouve en 10e position Jean-Marc Julien de Pont-Rouge, Québec, avec le dossard numéro 99. Hier, 18 minutes, 2 secondes.
And since racing his own team, Jean-Marc placed first at the 1989 Tupper Lake race, also at the Hull, Ontario race, the Trois-Rivières and Kamouraska events as well. He's done very well with his teams. He's a mechanical engineer for National Defense. And he is on his way out the start chute. These teams leading in one-minute intervals, and of course they're being timed on an elapsed time basis. Our next competitor is Stéphane Dubé of Pointe Rouge, Quebec, who began racing in 1976. It's part of a family tradition in the Dubé family. He was third in the six-dog class here at the Alpo International last year, and his time yesterday, 18 minutes, 4.49 seconds.
Driver, you have 30 seconds.
Présentement, 11e position, Stéphane Dubé de Pont-Rouge, Québec, avec le dossard 83. Hier, il a franchi les 6 000 en 18 minutes, 4 secondes.
And again, we are anticipating seeing some split times as we go through, and I think we have our first split time starting to come through as some of the teams get on the back portion of this 6-mile trail.
5, 4, 3.
But the leader in the pack is Val Balan. She's the first one out. and it's her race to basically win or lose
Team number 92
based on
to
her
the
run
start
today.
line. Team number 88 to the staging area, please.
We have our first split time from the course at the approximate 3-mile mark. We have Val Beland, 8 minutes and 36 seconds, 8:36 for Val Beland. Next to start is Amy Condos, 19 years of age from Ely, Minnesota. Her time yesterday, 18 minutes, 5.27 seconds.
Driver, you have 30 seconds.
Le numéro 92 appartient à Amy Condos de Ely, Minnesota. Hier, 18 minutes et 5 secondes. On a un premier temps pour Val Beland à la demi du parcours, 8 minutes et 36.
Driver, you have 15
And
seconds.
for Amy Condos, in the industry standings, she's currently in 10th in the 6-dog class, 83.22 points. There hasn't been a lot of racing in the lower 48 this year. Only a few races, and some of the Minnesota races got wiped out, lack of snow. So there hasn't been a lot of snow and a lot of competition held so far this year on the sled dog
Team
circuit.
number 88 to the start line. Team number 1.
Again, we have a total of 50 teams to get off the start line, and some will be finishing as we are getting others off. We have another trail time, this from Amy Streeper, 8 minutes, 40 seconds, 8:40 at the 3-mile split for Amy Streeper. Next to start, Bob Stevens, North Pole, Alaska. Time yesterday, 18 minutes, 6.10 seconds.
Driver, you have 30
Coming
seconds.
on by, Chris.
Au tour maintenant de Robert Stevens en 13e position avec un temps hier de 18:06. On a un temps pour Amy Streeper à la demi du parcours, 8:40.
Driver, you have 15 seconds.
And right now,
8:42.
10
taking a
seconds.
look at some of the stats, we're looking at some of the splits that were coming out, and we've got some crackerjack people here, I'm going to tell you, because we managed to dig up some split times for yesterday, and it looks like the teams might be running just a tad slower
Team
than they
number
were yesterday.
133 to the start line.
Good thing we have
Team
good
number
personnel here, that's all I can say, because they do a whale of a job. They deserve a big pat on the back for everything they do. We have another split from the course from Neil Johnson, Rothsay, Minnesota, 8 minutes and 23 seconds, 8:23. And that is the fastest split we have so far. Réjean Terrien next to start. They're from Saint-Émile, Quebec. Time yesterday, 18 minutes, 6.19 seconds.
Driver, you have 30 seconds.
En 14e position à l'heure actuelle, Régent Terrien de Saint-Émile. Numéro 133, hier 18:06. On a le plus vite temps de la journée à la demi, Neil Johnson,
15 seconds.
8:23.
10 seconds.
Let's get a lot of time on these.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go, driver. Team number 128 to the start line. Team number 90 to the staging area, please.
Our next competitor to start is Réal Turmel of St. Augustine, Quebec. Réal's time yesterday, 18 minutes, 7.46 seconds. A former winner back in 1980 of this class. And split time, Stu Osthoff at the split in 8:53.
30 seconds.
Au tour maintenant de Réal Turmel de Saint-Augustin, Québec. Hier, un temps de 18 minutes et 7. Un ancien champion dans la course des 8 chiens en 1980. On a un temps à la demi pour Stuart Osthoff, 8:36.
So at this point, we have out maybe almost 15 of the people that were finishers yesterday. We have a field of about 50. Our fastest split so far is that of Neil Johnson of Rothsay, Minnesota, coming in at 8:23. We have Val Beland at 8:36 and Amy Streeper at 8:40 of the 4 splits we've received so far. Another split in, John Sandberg, Paul Smiths at the 3-mile mark at 8:58. 8:58 for John Sandberg. And next to start is Ted Wallace of Renshaw, Minnesota. Time yesterday, 18:13:41.
Driver, you have 30 seconds.
Au tour maintenant du numéro 90, Ted Wallace de Renshaw, Minnesota, 18:13 hier. Et on a un temps à la demi pour John Sandberg, 8:58.
Driver, you
And for
have
Ted Wallace,
15
back in
seconds.
1988, as part of a series of 3 Minnesota races that is known as Tuffy's Triple Trail, I guess Ted won the 8-dog class, which is a combined event for which they receive
Go, driver.
bonus money on top of the money that they would receive for the races, the individual races themselves. And so he's done quite well in the limited class racing in the past. Our next competitor is Lionel Petit of Gatineau, Quebec. Lionel's time yesterday, 18 minutes, 21.67 seconds.
Driver, you have 30 seconds.
Au 17e rang à l'heure actuelle, Lionel Petit de Gatineau, Québec. Hier, 18 minutes et 21 secondes.
Yeah, especially on the top 15.
Interesting to note as we go through some of the split times that we've received, in some cases more effect than others. Some we've seen as much as maybe half a minute slower, some maybe a mere matter of seconds slower. I'm sure some teams are going to adapt more than others to the course conditions
Team
that we
number
have.
82 to the start line. Team number 110 to
And
the
there goes
staging area,
Lionel
please.
Petit. Unofficial time from the split at the 3 mile mark. We have Dennis Stordahl, 9 minutes and 10 seconds, 9:10. Also 9:10 for Ron Lafferty of Fort Nelson, British Columbia. Next to start, Mary Jo Downey of Sellersville, Pennsylvania. A time of 18 minutes, 21.91 seconds yesterday.
Driver, you have 30 seconds.
Le numéro 82, Mary Jo Downey de Sellersville, Pennsylvanie. Hier, 18 et 21. On a des demi-temps pour Ron Lafferty, 19-10, et Dennis Stordahl, 19-10, 9-10 également.
Driver, you
So at
have
this point,
15
Neil Johnson is the fastest split, and he looks like he's looking to gain some time. If he can hold it on the back part of the trail, that's the key. If he can hold that time, which he had trouble doing yesterday. He went out in a very fast split yesterday of 7:33, but on the back part of the trail did start to lose some of it. So it'll be interesting to see whether his dogs have the stamina to maintain that pace, and if so, he could very well move into move up higher in the standings, other than third place, which is where he is now. Our next competitor is Diane Pierce. Her time yesterday, 18 minutes, 26.37 seconds. Nancy Nolke split at the 3 mile mark of 8 minutes and 46 seconds, and we understand there's a team on its way in the finish.
Driver, you have 30 seconds.
Au fil de départ, Diane Pierce, le numéro 110, hier, 18 et 26. On a un temps après 3000 pour Nancy Nolke, 8 et 46.
Driver, you have
So at this
15
point,
seconds.
it looks like we have maybe a total of 20 people in the field out. I don't even think we've reached the halfway point as far as the number of people that would be going out.
5, 4, 3, 2,
But at this point, we still have plenty of people that will be heading out onto this 6 mile trail.
Team number 107 to the staging area, please.
Unofficial finish time, Val Belan, 17 minutes, 37.24 seconds. Unofficial combined time to the 10th, 34 minutes, 28.9 seconds. Set to start is Fran Rich of Saranac Lake, time yesterday, 18:28.97.
Driver, you have 30 seconds.
En 20e position, le numéro 126, Fran Reach. Et on a un temps non officiel pour Val Bellan à 17:37 pour un temps combiné des 2 jours de 34 et 28. Et on a également la demi 8:53 pour Dorothy Arthurs.
10 seconds.
And right now, as we try to get in both the splits and also the finish times, we'll try to keep you updated as to exactly what's going on. And here comes Neil Johnson as he crosses the finish line. So it looks like we have some leader changes in the first 2 that have actually come in.
Staging area, please.
Unofficial finish time for Amy Streeper, Osage, Minnesota, 17 minutes, 8.19 seconds. Unofficial combined, 34:13.1. If our information is correct, she has overtaken Val Belan. Next to start, Ernie Houston, time yesterday, 18:47.91.
Driver, you have 30 seconds.
Au départ, on a Ernie Houston de Chesapeake, hier avec un temps de 18 et 47.
And right now, with all of the teams bunched so tightly, we had a very competitive race in the first heat. We had 5 teams separated by about 35 seconds. So just to let you know the caliber of competition that we're seeing here. And it looks right now like we're going to have people leapfrogging all throughout the top 10 standings. And we've already seen it happen as Amy Streeper has overtaken Val Belan for first place, if our information is accurate. Unofficial finish time for Neil Johnson of Rothsay, Minnesota, 17 minutes, .01 seconds. Total combined time, 34 minutes, 7.7. The standings right now as we have them unofficially. Neil Johnson 1, Amy Streeper 2, Val Belan 3. Next to start, Jocelyn Jacob. Time yesterday, 18:49.60.
Driver, you have 30 seconds.
Au départ, Jocelyn Jacob de Saint-Maurice, Québec. Et on a un temps non officiel pour Neil Johnson à 17 minutes, Val Belan 17:37 et Amy Streeper 17:08. Ce qui donnerait la première position à Neil Johnson, deuxième Amy Streeper, troisième Val Belan à l'heure actuelle.
And so right now we've seen 3 teams come in and we've seen some very fast times. It's almost been a case of can you top this? Val Belan set the pace to start. Amy Streeper topped Val Belan's time, and Neil Johnson went one better and beat Val Belan by 37 seconds and Amy Streeper by 8 seconds to overtake Amy Streeper. Our next competitor to start is Herb Hyde of Gasport, New York. He's a machine repairman for GM. His time yesterday, 18 minutes, 54.13 seconds, 18:54.13 for Herb Hyde.
You have 30 seconds.
Au tour maintenant de Herb Hyde de Gasport, New York, hier 18:54.
17:23.
And
Driver, you have 15
Herb
seconds.
has represents, I guess, Fort Hyde Kennels, and in the 1990 ISTRA standings, he's currently 6th in the 6-dog class with 81.25 points, so he's having a good early season.
2, 1, go driver!
And he's on his way out onto the course. We're getting close at this point to about half the field out on the course. We expected to have a total of 50 people out on the course. Unofficial finish time for Stuart Osthoff, 17 minutes, 54.53 seconds. Combined time, 35:24.3. Unofficial combined time, John Sandberg, 17:23. Combined time, 34:53.2. Next to start, Jim Nolke of Strong, Maine.
30 seconds.
Time yesterday, 18:55.76.
Au tour maintenant de Jim Nolke de Strong, Maine, 18:55 hier. On a des temps pour John Sandberg à 17:23 et Stuart Osthoff à 17:54.
10 seconds.
So at this point, if our stats are correct, we're looking at
5, 4, 3,
Neil Johnson currently as the leader. In second position, Amy Streeper. Third position is Val Belan. Fourth position is John Sandberg. And fifth position is Stuart Osthoff. Those are from the people who have finished up to this point. Our next competitor, Patricia Gick of Seven Valleys, Pennsylvania. Time yesterday, 18:56.56. Unofficial finish time, John Sandberg, 17:23.01. Unofficial finish time, Stuart Osthoff, 17:54.53.
driver, you have 30 seconds.
Au tour de Patricia Gick maintenant de Seven Valley en Pennsylvanie. Hier 18:56. Et d'après nos statistiques, le meneur serait Neil Johnson, suivi de Amy Streeper, Val Belan. John Sandberg serait quatrième et Stuart Osthoff cinquième.
Driver, you have 15
So at this point,
10 seconds.
Patricia Gick's been 5 years with the Pennsylvania Sled Dog Club, as we have the teams finishing up. One right after the other. That was Ron Lafferty who just came in. Ron, 15 years of age. He's in the top 10 both in this and in the unlimited class this year, so he's done quite well
Team
for
number
himself.
112 to the start line, please.
And
Team number
again, we have times
115
coming in as we have teams coming out, and we'll try to keep you posted on everything. Unofficial finish time, Dennis Stordahl, Delta Junction, Alaska, 18 minutes, 14.59 seconds. Next to start is Melanie Light of Clayville, New York. Time yesterday, 18:58.02. From the trail, Jean-Marc Juliet, 8:52. Amy Condos.
12, you have 30 seconds.
Amy Condos, 8:57. Bob Stevens, 8:05. Réjean Thédien, 8:54.
Au tour maintenant de Melanie Light de Clayville, New York. On a un temps non officiel pour Dennis Tordal, 18-14.
Number 112, you have 15 seconds.
Et la moitié du parcours, Jean-Marc Julien, 8,52. Amy Condos, 8,57. Robert Stevens, 8,05. Et Régent Terrier, 8,54.
2, 1.
And at this point, like we said, there's a lot of things happening as the information comes to us, and as we can update it, we will get that information to you. Unofficial finish time for Ron Lafferty of Fort Nelson, British Columbia, 17 minutes, 53.36 seconds. Unofficial combined time, 35:45.2. Unofficial combined time, Dennis Stordal, 36 minutes, 0.5 seconds. Daytime, Nancy Nolke, 17:31.2.
30 seconds.
Set to start is Réjean Dubé, Pont Rouge, Quebec. Time yesterday, 19:05.69.
On fait le départ Régent Dubé de Pont-Rouge, Québec. Hier, 19,05.
You have 15 seconds.
On a des temps non officiels pour Ron Lafferty à 17,53.
Seconds.
So at this point, our leaderboard hasn't really changed, at least for the top three places. And as we get a few more people in, we'll be able to fill out the top 10 and give you a little better idea of exactly how some of these teams are running. But at this point, anyway, it looks like we have 1, 2, 3, Neil Johnson, Amy Streeper, Val Beland. Unofficial finish time for Nancy Nolke of Strong, Maine, 17 minutes, 31.24 seconds. Combined time unofficially, 35:32.4. Set to start, Francine Paquette of Saint-Emile, Quebec. Daytime yesterday, 19:08.20.
En 28e position, Francine Paquet de Saint-Émile, Québec. Hier, 19,08. Et on a un temps final pour Nancy Nolke, 17,31.
Driver, you have 15
At this point, we
seconds.
have only 4 teams that are actually in the 34-minute range, and they are Neil Johnson, number 1, Amy Streeper, number 2, Val Beland, number 3, John Sandberg of Paul Smith's number 4. And from there we get into the 35-minute category, and right now we have Stuart Osthoff placed as being in 5th position, and Nancy Nolke currently in 6th position.
This is a biased tool.
Our next competitor is Bernard Saucier of St. Lambert-de-la-Ville, Quebec. He began racing in 1984 as a hobby. His time yesterday, 19 minutes, 10.46 seconds.
Au départ maintenant, le numéro 132, Bernard Saucier de Saint-Lambert-de-Lévis.
Driver, you have 30 seconds.
Hier, 19,10 son temps.
And again, we have teams finishing up as we have teams starting, and we're getting times in from the trails, and we certainly will update you as we get the information back. But we currently, I think, have 9 in of the field that has been starting so far, and we have somewhere in the neighborhood of about 2/3 of the field in the 6-dog class now out onto the course.
Team number 123.
So as we give you more times, we'll update you on some of what we have here. Unofficial finish time, Dorothy Arthur, Sagal, Idaho, 17 minutes, 35.70 seconds. Combined time, 35:37.1. From the trail, Stéphane Dubé, 13:46. Réal Turmel, 9:03. Ted Wallace, 8:55. Lionel Petit, 9:09. Set to start, Merv Hill Piper, Cedar Falls, Iowa, 19:14.61 yesterday.
You have 30 seconds.
Au départ, Merv Hill Piper de Cedar Falls, Iowa, hier, 19,14. On a des temps à la demi pour Stéphane Dubé à 13,46, je ne sais pas si c'est correct. Réal Turmel, 9,03. Ted Wallace, 8,55. Et Lionel Petit, 9,09.
So again, right now our leaderboard, Neil Johnson 1, Amy Streeper 2, Val Beland 3, and John Sandberg 4. That's the order of finish we have right now, and that has not been changed up to this point.
Team number 95 to the staging area, please.
Unofficial finish time, Jean-Marc Julien, 18:48.17. Combined time of 35:37.1. Also, Dorothy Arthur, 17:35.70. Combined time of 35:37.1.
Driver, you have 30 seconds.
Set to start is Serge Pomerleau, 19:19.14 time yesterday.
Le numéro 114, Serge Pomerleau à 19,19 hier. On a des temps pour Dorothy Arters, 17:35.
Driver, you have 15 seconds.
On a un temps pour Amy Condos à 17:58.
10 seconds.
Et Jean-Marc Julien à 18:48.
52-17.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go, driver.
17:52.2.
Team number 95 to the start line. Team number 117 to the staging area, please.
And our next competitor is Susan Gilchrist of Brecon, Ontario. 19 minutes, 24.12 seconds. Unofficial finish time for Bob Stevens, 17:52.17. Unofficial finish time, Amy Kondo, 17:58.12.
Driver, you have 30 seconds.
Au départ, Susan Gilchrist de Brecon, Ontario, avec 19:24 hier. On a des temps pour Robert Stevens à 17:52 et Amy Condos à 17:58.
Driver, you have 15 seconds.
So at this point, as we said, we have not changed an awful lot as to what we have in our leader category, but we may be moving some positions around as we get around the lower half of that 10. Let me see if we can update some of that for you. We currently
Team number
have
117 to the start line.
the leading time at 34:077, which would be that of Neil Johnson. Unofficial combined time for Amy Condos, 36:039. Unofficial combined time, Bob Stevens, 35:58.3. Currently, our leaderboard shows Neil Johnson 1, Amy Streeper 2, Val Beland 3, John Sandberg 4. That's unofficial. Set to start, Marcel Levesque, Rimouski, Quebec, 19:31.68 yesterday.
30 seconds.
En 33e position, Marcel Lévesque de Rimouski. On a un temps pour Robert Stevens à 17:52, ce qui lui ferait gagner 2 ou 3 places au classement.
39-41.
Driver, you have
So at this point, as we said, we have probably, well, actually, we're getting down toward the last few.
We got 33 so far.
33 have gone out, I understand, talking to Claude, and out of the 50, so we have 17 that actually remain to go, from what we understand.
Team number 101
And from what we can see, we've got maybe somewhere around 12 or 13 that have actually finished that we have times on right now. Our next competitor, Leanne Edinger of Keenan, Wisconsin, combined our time yesterday in the first heat of 19 minutes, 32.87 seconds.
Le danseur numéro 101 appartient à Leanne Edinger de Keenan, Wisconsin. Hier, 19:32.
Driver, you have 30 seconds.
And we have more times coming in from the trail at this point. We have Mary Jo Downey of Sellersville, Pennsylvania at the split in 9:29. Diane Pierce of Onakama, Michigan at the split in 9:27.
Driver, you have 15 seconds.
And we still have more teams to send off. Don't forget, coming up a little bit later on, we have the final heats of the 8-dog and the unlimited class. Weight pull finals are going on right now, and we also have the final run of the kid and mutt competition as well. That's all still to come right here at the Paul Smith Sports Annex area. Unofficial finish time for Real Turmel, 17:41.74. A combined time of 35:49.2. Unofficial finish time for Jean Terrien, 18:10.49. Combined time of 36:16.7. Set to start is Cindy Jost to Paul Smith's time yesterday, 19:51.06.
Au tour maintenant de Cindy Jones de Paul Smith hier avec 19:51. On a des temps pour Réal Turmel à 17:41 pour un combiné de 35:49. On a également pour Régent Terrien 18:10.
So again, we have a few more still to go out on the course in this very heavy field. We have some more times coming in from the trail also, which we want to get to, and more finish times also. And we understand a couple more teams are coming in neck to neck, which happens occasionally as well. Unofficial finish time for Ted Wallace of Wrenchell, Minnesota, 18 minutes, 14.18 seconds. Unofficial combined time, 36:27.6. From the trail, Fran Rich, 9:09. Ernie Houston, 9:11 at the split. Set to start, Michelle Osthoff of Ely, Minnesota. Time yesterday, 19:52.73.
Au tour maintenant de Michel Osthoff de Ely, Minnesota, hier 19:52. On a un temps pour Ted Wallace de 18-14.
Team number 134, you have 15 seconds.
And again, we're running down toward the end of the field at this point in the six-dog competition. We have, looks like, maybe another 10, 12 that we'll be looking at to possibly get out on the course, and then we'll have everybody off the start line. From the trail at the split, Jocelyn Jacob, Semarise, Quebec, 9:25. Herb Hyde at the split in 9:49. Unofficial finish time, Lionel Petit, 18:22.92. Set to start, Jerry Mulvey, Warrensburg, New York, 20:10.19 time yesterday.
Driver, you have 30 seconds.
Le numéro 120, Jerry Mulvey de Warrensburg, New York, hier 20 minutes et 10. On a un temps pour Lionel Petit, 18 et 22. Jocelyn Jacob à 9 et 25 à la demi. Et Herb Hyde, 9,49.
And
10 seconds.
we have more time still coming in on some of these competitors in the six-dog class. They're running a 6-mile course, looking at a total of $8,900 in prize money and day money to be distributed to the top 15 finishers in this competition.
To the staging area, please.
Unofficial finish time, Stéphane Dubé, Pont Rouge, Quebec, 24:25.34. Our next competitor to start is Jay Olmsted Jr., 20 minutes, 15.66 seconds in his first heat yesterday.
Oh, they sound so sick.
Driver, you have 30 seconds.
Au tour maintenant de Jay Olmsted fils de St. Clairsville, New York, hier 20 et 15. On a un temps final pour Stéphane Dubé, 24-25.
Driver, you have.
So again, as we review our leaderboard, we're showing Neil Johnson currently in first position. He won this event 2 years ago, was 9th last year, and this year looks like he's coming back and is repeating as an 8-dog champion. Second place, we have Amy Streeper. Third position, Val Belan. Fourth position, John Sandberg. And we'll update some of the other positions as we get all of the teams out onto the course. But that's the top 4 as we're looking at it right now. We're looking at, I believe Stuart Osthoff would probably be in 5th position right now. Unofficial finish time, Mary Jo Downey, Sellersville, Pennsylvania, 18 minutes, 56.46 seconds. Next to start, Andre Bedard, Roberval, Quebec, time yesterday, 20:21.66.
Driver, you have 30 seconds.
Au tour maintenant du Dr André Bédard de Roberval, hier 20 minutes 21 secondes. On a un temps pour Mary Jo Downey à 18 minutes 56.
Driver, you have 15 seconds.
And of course, as we're looking at this competition, we have here around 10 and still to go. We said we had a field of 50 to start. Still, we have several that have to
Team number
get out from the
129
starting
to the
line
start
as we
line.
have people
Team number
finishing, of course, in a short
93
race.
to the staging area, please.
Unofficial finish time for Diane Pierce, 19 minutes, 16.74 seconds. At the split, Jim Nolte, 9:14. Pat Gick, 9:33. Set to start, Gary Winkler, time yesterday, 20:25.93.
Driver, you have 30 seconds.
Au tour maintenant de Gary Winkler, hier 20 minutes et 25. On a un temps pour Diane Pierce, 19-16. À la demi, Jim Nolte, 9-14 et Pat Gick, 9-37.
Driver, you have 15
So right
seconds.
now, looking at the stats that we have, it would look like Stuart Osthoff would be number 5 in the standings. Nancy Nolte would appear to be number 6. And then we're going to take a look at a couple of others right now that we have, but would appear possibly,
Team number 93 to the start
if
line.
I'm reading
Team
this
number
correctly, that
127
Ron
to
Lafferty
the staging area,
would be number
please.
7. Our next competitor is Linda Jenny from Kinterville, Pennsylvania. Time yesterday, 20 minutes, 26.48 seconds. Unofficial finish times, Fran Rich, 18:18.15. Ernie Houston, 18:01.44.
Driver, you have 30 seconds.
Au départ, Linda Jenny de Kinterville, Pennsylvanie, hier 20 minutes et 26 secondes. On a des temps pour Fran Rach, 18-18, et Ernie Houston, 18-01.
Again, this is only one of several classes that we're running. We have run the 3-dog junior class, and we do have some official results to report there when we have a second. The 6-dog class is well underway here. The weight pull finals started at 9 o'clock this morning. They're still going strong over in the weight pull area. We have kid and left competition coming up following the conclusion of this race. Then it'll be the 8-dog class coming your way at about 12:30 and Unlimiteds at 2:30.
1, 3, 2.
Rob Tucker, Concord, Massachusetts, next to start. 20 minutes, 38.44 seconds. Combined time, Stephane Dubé, 42 minutes, 29.8 seconds.
Driver, you have 30 seconds.
On a maintenant Rob Tucker de Concord avec un temps de 20-38 hier. Et on a le temps combiné de Stéphane Dubé, 42 minutes et 29 secondes.
Driver, you have 15 seconds.
And again, we have times coming in from the trail. We do have one split at about the 3-mile mark, and we have times coming in from there. We have teams finishing in front of us, and we have teams still starting. We still have a few to get off the start line before we will have concluded getting everybody out
Team number 111 to the start line.
out
Team
onto the
number
field. Looks like we
104
have
to the
maybe
staging area,
8
please.
left to get off the start line. From the trail at the 3-mile split, Jim Nolte, 9:14, Pat Gick, 9:37, Rajan Dubé, 9:29, and Francine Paquette, 9:32. Set to start, David Jenny Sr. of Kinchersville, Pennsylvania, time yesterday, 20:50.16.
Driver, you have 30 seconds.
Le numéro 111, David Jenny Père, Kinchersville, Pennsylvanie, hier 20 minutes 50 secondes. Et on a des temps à la demi pour Pat Gick, 9:37, Régent Dubé, 9:29, Francine Paquet, 9:32 et Jim Nolte, 9:14.
Again, our leaderboard has not changed very much in the last few moments. We still are showing number 1 as being Neil Johnson, and I don't know at this point that there's a team that can beat that unless they come in with a totally remarkable time. So I think it's safe to say, at least it's unofficial at this time, that Neil Johnson would appear to be the winner in this event. Unofficial finish times for Herb Hyde of Gasport, New York, 19 minutes, 1.68 seconds for Jocelyn Jacob, 18:33.28. Next to start, James Hellier, Fern Glen, Pennsylvania, time yesterday, 20:53.13.
Autour maintenant de James Hellier de Fern Glen, Pennsylvanie, avec 20:53 hier. On a des temps pour Jocelyn Jacob, 18:33, et Herb Hyde, 19:01.
10 seconds.
And so right now, the fastest time we have Neil Johnson, 34:07.7. Second would be Amy Streeper, 34:13.1. Third would be Val Balan, 34:28.9. John Sandberg next, 34:53.2. Unofficial finish time for Jim Nolte of Strong Maine, 19 minutes, 1.98 seconds. Unofficial combined time, Lionel Beatty, 36:44.6. Mary Jo Downey, 37:18.4. Next to start from Santa Mauritius, New York, George Wise Jr., time yesterday, 21:00.77.
Présentement, 45e position, George Lies de Center Maurice, New York, hier 21 minutes. On a un temps final pour Jim Nolte, 19 minutes et 1 seconde.
And again, we'll try to keep you up to date on the standings that we have at the present time. It would appear as we lengthen out, it looks like Dorothy Arthurs would be currently in 8th position with a time of 35:37.1. And then it looks like
Team number 130 to the start line. Team number 131 to
Ray
the
Alto
staging
may
area,
have slipped
please.
into the top 10 with his good run today. Unofficial finish time, Pat Gick of Seven Valleys, Pennsylvania, 19 minutes, 14.30 seconds, 19:14.30 for Pat Gick. Next to start would be Rosaire Perron, time yesterday, 21:08.83.
Driver, you have 30 seconds.
Autour maintenant de Rosaire Perron, hier 21 minutes et 8 secondes, il porte le numéro 130. Et on a un temps final pour Pat Gick, 19-14.
So at this point, we do have some more combined times coming in also that we'll try to share with you. We're trying to do those here manually, and they are to the 10th of a second. Maybe not
5, 4, 3, 2,
not as accurate
1.
perhaps as
Go
some
driver!
of the race results, but it will be to the 10th of a second.
Team number
And,
131 to
as
the
such,
start line. Team number
when we get the
108
official
to the
results, in, those
staging
will
area,
be to the
please.
100th of a second. Combined time, Diane Pierce, 37 minutes, 43.1 seconds. Combined time for Fran Rich, 46.47.2 seconds. Next to start, Marielle Corbin. Time yesterday, 21:29.94.
Driver, you have 30 seconds.
Au départ maintenant, Mario Corbin, hier, 21 minutes et 29 secondes.
So looking a little farther out, this is the leaderboard.
Driver, you have
We have Neil
15
Johnson
seconds.
1, Amy Streeper 2, Val Balam 3, John Sandberg 4,
10 seconds.
Stu Osthoff 5, Nancy Nolke 6, Ron
5,
Lafferty 7,
4, 3,
Dorothy
2,
Arthurs 8,
1.
and
Go
Real
driver!
Trammell 9. That's the top 9 anyway, and we
Team
will
number
try to see if
108 to
we
the
can get that
start
to the top
line.
10
Team
in just a
number
moment.
125 to the
But
staging
we're
area,
almost
please.
done sending teams out on the course. From the trail at the split, we have Bernard Saucier, 9:13, Merv Hillpiper, 9:19, Serge Pomerleau, 9:31, Susan Gilchrist, 9:31, Marcel Levesque, 9:32, Leanne Edinger, 9:47, Cindy Jost, 9:40. Set to start, Bob Ganoose, Waxhaw, North Carolina. Time yesterday,
Driver, you have 30
21:53.04.
seconds.
Au départ, Bob Noose de Waxhaw, North Carolina, et on a des temps à la demi pour Bernard Saucier, 9 et 13, Merv Hillpiper, 19,
Driver, you
19,
have 15 seconds.
Serge Pomerleau, 9:30, Susan Gilchrist, 9:31, Marcel Lévesque, 9:32.
5, 4, 3,
And again, we have several teams starting to cross the finish line here. This is probably the most hectic event
number
that we see here.
125 to the start line,
Also
please.
to broadcast as well as to
Second
present in
call
a
for
public
team
address fashion.
112 to the
And it's
staging
one
area.
that we look forward to every year. Unofficial finish times for Jean Dubé, 19:19.67. For Francine Piquet, Saint-Émile, Quebec, 19:03.65. Next to start would be Spencer Dew of Canton, New York. Time yesterday, 25:16.76.
30 seconds.
So again, as we take a look at the leaderboard,
Last one going out. See if food goes out.
Au tour maintenant de Stu Spencer de Canton, New York, hier, 25 minutes et 16 secondes.
1, 2, 3, come
5.
so at this point in the 6-dog class, it looks like Spencer Dew is going to be, I think, our final competitor in this class.
Team number 112 to the start line. Team number 134 to the staging area, please. Second call.
All right, apparently 112, they're calling to the start line right now. However, apparently that is a scratch from earlier in the day. So right now, they're just doing a recall on Melanie Light, who apparently
Team 112,
did
you
not
have 30
answer
seconds.
for the first
Never went out. And they're counting her down again.
competition. But other than that, we are through as far as getting teams out in the course. Maybe we can make some sense out of everything that's going on here. Once the countdown is done, we'll try to recap a little bit and give you an idea of exactly who else is in the top 10. I think we may have found our last entry into the top 10 right now.
Team number 134 to the start line, please. Second call.
We have another team that also did not make it out from the start line, which was team number 134. They're going back, and it is common to have a second call in situations where a team does not answer for the first time. As a matter of fact, yesterday we did have a team that actually did answer a second call and go out onto the course, which is
Driver,
something
you
you don't
have
see
30
very often.
seconds.
Generally, if they don't make it the first time, then they just do not they're not going to be there. But the teams involved in the recalls were Melanie Wright's team from Clayville, New York, and also Michelle Osthoff from Ely, Minnesota. Michelle did not have a good run yesterday, and she may have decided at that point the dogs were not running well and decided maybe just to pack it in. It's not uncommon to see, especially on the last day of competition, if someone feels they do not have a realistic chance, perhaps at points or perhaps at part of the purse. And again, for this race, the purse pays to 15 places, and the prize breakdown, there's a total of $8,900 in prize money for that event. Unofficial finish times that have come in, we have Serge Pomelo of Val-d'Or, Quebec, 19 minutes, 31.93 seconds, 19:31.93 for Serge Pomelo. For Bernard Saucier, 18 minutes, 55.28 seconds, 18:55.28 for Bernard Saucier. For Réjean Dubé, 19:19.67 for Réjean Dubé. For Francine Paquette, 19 minutes, 3.65 seconds, 19:03.65 for Francine Paquette. For Merv Hill-Piper, we have a time of 19:09.68, 19:09.68 for Merv Hill-Piper. Those are gate times.
On a les temps non officiels pour Merv Hill-Piper, 19 minutes 9 secondes. On a le temps de Serge Pomerleau à 19 minutes 31 secondes. Le temps de Bernard Saucier, 18 minutes 55 secondes. On a le temps de Réjean Dubé, le père de l'autre, 19-19. Et Francine Paquet, 19-03. On a également Susan Gilchrist à 19:33.
Unofficial finish time for Susan Gilchrist of Breckett, Ontario, 19 minutes, 33.56 seconds. Taking a look at some of the combined times that we have coming in, we have Fran Rich, 36 minutes, 47.2 seconds. Ernie Houston, 36 minutes, 49.3 seconds. Jocelyn Jacob, time of 18:49.6 on the day, 37:22.9 combined. Herb Hyde, we have 18:54.1 for the day, and we have 37:55.8 on the combined time. Jim Dolke, 37:57.8 on his combined time. Pat Gick, 38:10.9 on the combined. Réjean Dubé, 38:25.4 combined. And Francine Paquette, 38:11.9. Unofficial finish time for Marcel Levesque, Rimouski, Quebec, 19 minutes, 33.2 seconds.
On a un temps non officiel pour Marcel Lévesque, 19 minutes 33. On a les temps combinés pour Francine Paquet, 38 et 11. Réjean Dubé, 38 et 25. Pat Gick, 38 et 10. Jim Nolke, 37-57. Herb Hyde, 37-55. Jocelyn Jacob, 37-22. Ernie Houston, 36-49. Fran Rich, 36-47. Diane Pierce, 37-43. Mary Jo Downey, 37-18. Lionel Petit, 36-44. Ted Wallace, 36-27. Un bon temps pour Réal Turmel, 35-49. Régent Terrien, 36-16. Rob Stevens, 35-58. Amy Condos, 36-03. Stéphane Dubé, 42-29. Jean-Marc Julien, 36-50.
Combined times that have just come in on Bernard Saucier, 38 minutes, 6.4 seconds. Merv Hill-Piper, Cedar Falls, Iowa, 38:24.3. Serge Pomelo, 38:51 flat. And Susan Gilchrist, 38:57.7. Those are some of the other combined times that we've received. We have unofficial finish time of 18:52.61 for Cindy Jost of Paul Smith's, and unofficial finish time for Leanne Edinger of 19 minutes 30.76 seconds.
Nous avons des temps non officiels pour Cindy Jost, 18:52, et Leanne Edinger, 19:30.
Just to review, unofficially, and these are unofficial, they are to the 10th of a second. The official results will be to the 100th of a second, so all of the information we are giving you is unofficial at this time, pending verification of the times at the end of the race. But just to give you an idea, as we have it right now, the times that have come in indicate that Neil Johnson, if our information is correct, would be in first place. His time today, 17 minutes, 00.1 seconds, 34 minutes, 7.7 on the combined. Amy Streeper would be in second position, 17 minutes, 8.2 seconds, 34, 13.1 on the combined. And Val Beland in third position, 17 minutes, 37.2 seconds, 34 minutes, 28.9 seconds on the combined time. In fourth position, with a combined of 34:53.2, would be John Sandberg or Paul Smiths. In fifth position right now would be Stuart Osthoff, 35:24.3. In sixth position, we have Nancy Nolte of Strong Maine, 35 minutes, 32.4. In seventh position, Ron Lafferty, Fort Nelson, British Columbia, 35 minutes, 45.2 seconds. In eighth position, we have Dorothy Arthurs, 35 minutes, 37.1 seconds. In ninth position, we have Réal Turmel, St. Augustine, Quebec, 35 minutes, 49.2 seconds. And in 10th position right now, Robert Stevens of North Pole, Alaska, 35 minutes, 58.3 seconds. That's our unofficial top 10 as we have it right now.
On a les temps non officiels pour combiner. Pour Bernard Saucier, 38:06. Merv Hillpiper, 38:24. Serge Pomerleau, 38:51. Susan Gilchrist, 18:57. Marcel Lévesque, 39:04.
And some of the split times that we have out on the course, we have Jay Olmsted Jr. at the split 9:52, Andre Bedard at Roberval, Quebec at the split 9:57, Gary Minkler, Herman, New York, 9:57, Linda Jenny, Kinnersville, Pennsylvania, 10:06, Dr. Robert Tucker, Concord, Massachusetts, 10:06, and David Jenny Sr. of Kinnersville, Pennsylvania at 9:45. Unofficial finish time for Jay Olmsted Jr. is 19 minutes, 24.3 seconds. For Jerry Mulvey, unofficial finish time of 19 minutes, 45.22 seconds.
On a des temps non officiels pour la moitié du parcours. Jerry Mulvey, 10:52. Jay Homestead Fils, 9:52. Le docteur André Bédard, 9:57. Gary Minkler, 9:57. Linda Jenny, 10:06. Robert Tucker, 10:06. Et David Jenny, père, 9:45.
And at this point, as we wait for the remaining teams to come in, it looks like we have at least 2/3 to 3/4 of the field already in the times posted. It'd be good to note that we have coming up a little bit later on some other competition as well. As a matter of fact, not long after we conclude this event, we will have for you the Kid and Mutt competition, and that, of course, is a 2-day combined time event as well, and it's always enjoyable to watch. Also, we will have at 12:30 this afternoon the 8-dog class, Heat 2, and at 2:30 this afternoon the Unlimited class, Heat 2. So it looks like we will have some excellent racing here. We've already seen leader changes in this event, and we may see it also in some of the later events. And how about that Unlimited class, where right now the first and second place teams are separated by less than 4.5 seconds. Unofficial finish time for Andre Bedard of Roberval, Quebec, 20 minutes, 17.16 seconds, 20:17:16 for Andre Bedard. And from the course, we have splits, Jim Hellier, 10:27, George Wise, 10:31, Mario Corbin at 9:51.
On a des temps pour la moitié du parcours pour Mario Corbin à 9:51, George Wise, 10:31, Jim Hellier, 10:27. On a le temps final pour le docteur André Bédard, 20:17, Jay Homestead, 19:24 et Jerry Mulvey, 19:45.
And checking the results in the three-dog class that was held earlier, and these results are now official. In first place, we have Ann Condos of Ely, Minnesota, 16 minutes, 11.66 seconds her combined time. In second position is TJ Condos of Ely, Minnesota, 16 minutes, 41.15 seconds. Third position, Claude Bergeron Jr., 17 minutes, 11.06 seconds. In fourth position, Katie Mars of Onakama, Michigan, 17 minutes, 18.15 seconds. In fifth position, we have Ron Lafferty, Port Nelson, British Columbia, 17 minutes, 25 seconds flat. In sixth position, Patrick Latulip, 17:42.01. Seventh position, Dominic Levesque, 17:46.03. Eighth position, Priya Dunlap, 17:50.57. In ninth position, Heather Carbaugh, 17:53.54. And in 10th position, Tommy Fink, 17:54.50.
Kid and Mud competitors.
On a dans la course des trois chiens ce matin
30
les
minutes for the
gagnants.
Kid and Mud competition.
Anne Condos première, suivi de TJ Condos deuxième. Claude Bergeron s'est classé troisième. Katie Morris quatrième. Ron Lafferty cinquième. Patrick Latulip sixième. Dominique Lévesque septième. Priya Dunlap en huitième rang. Heather Carbaugh neuvième. Tommy Fink est dixième. Marie-Hélène Terrien 11. Chrissy Malberg 12. Jeffrey Fink 13. Tina Parent 14e et Sam Granger 15e.
We have more combined times to present to you also. These are combined times to the 10th of a second that are just figured manually here and are not in any way official. We will have the official times for you a little bit later on. First of all, unofficial finish time for Gary Minkler on the day, 20 minutes, 36.32 seconds. Now, these are the combined times that we have for Marcel Levesque, 39 minutes, 4.9 seconds. Leanne Edinger, 39:03.7. Cindy Jost, 38:43.7. Jerry Mulvey, 39:55.4. Jay Olmsted Jr., 39:40.0. Andre Bedard, 40 minutes, 38.9 seconds. Gary Minkler, 41 minutes, 2.2 seconds.
On a les temps combinés aujourd'hui pour Marcel Lévesque, 39:04 pour les 2 jours. Leanne Edinger, 39:03. Cindy Jost, 38:43. Jerry Mulvey à 39:55. Jay Homestead, 39:40. Le Dr. André Bédard, 40:38. Et Gary Minkler, 41:02. On a un temps final pour Gary Minkler à 20:36.
Unofficial finish time for Linda Jenny of Kiddersville, Pennsylvania, 20 minutes, 41.63 seconds. Unofficial finish time for Dr. Robert A. Tucker of Concord, Massachusetts, 20 minutes, 18.58 seconds.
I was finishing down the line and
On a des temps non officiels pour aujourd'hui pour Linda Jenny à 20 minutes et 41:63. Et on a également le docteur Robert Tucker de Concorde à 20:18.
And it looks like we have also unofficial finish time on David Jenny Sr. of Kiddersville, Pennsylvania. His time, 20 minutes, 2.83 seconds. 20:02.83 for David Jenny Sr.
On a le temps de David Jenny Père à 20 minutes et 2 secondes. Et si on regarde tranquillement ce qui se passe, eh bien, c'est Neil Johnson qui est le meneur, suivi de Amy Streeper en deuxième place. Val Bellan serait troisième. John Sandberg quatrième. Stuart Osthoff cinquième. En sixième, Nancy Nolke. Septième, Ron Lafferty. En huitième, Dorothy Arters. Neuvième, Réal Turmel. En dixième position, Robert Stevens. Ça, c'est non officiel.
Again, unofficially, the leaderboard shows Neil Johnson in first place. Again, our times are to the 10th. Unofficially, 34:077. In second place, Amy Streeper, 34:13.1. In third position, Val Bellan, 34:28.9. In fourth position, John Sandberg, 34:53.2. Fifth position, Stuart Osthoff, 35:24.3. Sixth position, Nancy Nolke, 35:32.4. In 7th position, Ron Lafferty, 35-45-2. In 8th position, Dorothy Arthurs, 35-37-1. In 9th position, Rayal Turmel, 35-49-2. 10th position, Robert Stevens, 35-58-3. And that's the results that we have right now, and that is all unofficial. We will verify them at the conclusion of the race. Unofficial finish time for Jim Hellier, Fern Glen, Pennsylvania, is 20 minutes, 52.16 seconds.
On a un temps non officiel pour Jim Hellier de 20 minutes 52 secondes. Et on vous rappelle que à 11h30, il y aura la course pour les jeunes, suivi à 12h30 la course pour les 8 chiens et finalement la classe illimitée à 2h30 et ensuite les cérémonies dans le Sports Annex.
And we'd like to remind mushers in particular that we would like some nominations for the George Sweet Memorial Award, which is given for sportsmanship at the awards ceremony at the conclusion of today's racing. If you know of someone that you feel is a sport both on and off the trails and feel is deserving of the George Sweet Memorial Award, which we've given in years past, please stop in the Sports Annex building and see Brenda Lee Brown and fill out an application. We need the nominations by noon today. So if you just take a moment to do that and give it to one of the officials, and they will be reviewed and a selection will be made prior to the award ceremony. Also unofficial finish time for George Wise of Seminole Riches, New York, 21 minutes 5.15 seconds.
On a un temps final pour George Lies à 21 minutes et 5 secondes. Et on vous rappelle qu'il est temps de voter pour le trophée George Sweet. Dépêchez-vous, il ne reste pas grand temps.
Unofficial finish time for Mario Corbin of Quebec, 19 minutes, 31.58 seconds. It's the first sub-20-minute reading that we've had recently, so that should help him move up in the standings as well.
Un bon temps pour Mario Corbin, 19 minutes 31 secondes. Il y avait longtemps qu'on avait eu un temps en bas de 20 minutes. Il devrait grimper dans le classement.
At this point, we still have a total of 4 mushers still out on the course, still to finish their race, 6 miles trail. And, we have 2 of them, I understand, coming toward the finish line right now. So the race has progressed pretty well, and it looks like we should have the last few racers coming in the next couple of minutes. Again, just to once again review, Neil Johnson would appear to be our winner. 2nd place, Amy Streeper. 3rd place, Val Land. 4th place, John Sandberg. 5th place, Stu Osthoff. Those are unofficial standings based primarily just on the information that we have here. But we will verify them, and you will see the official results shortly after the conclusion of this race. Also, keep in mind we have Kid and Mud competition, and as you heard, we are within a half an hour of that taking place. We also have at 12:30 the 8-dog class. Good run there. Could see some interesting things happen. And again, we have the unlimited race at 2:30, and in the unlimited competition, we have a 4.5-second difference. Eddie Streeper leading brother Terry Streeper after 1 day of competition, and today that will determine who is going to wind up as the unlimited champion this year. Unofficial finish time for Bob Ganous of Waukesha, North Carolina, 20 minutes, 25.57 seconds. 20-25-57 for Bob Ganous.
On a un temps final pour Bob Ganous à 20 minutes et 25. Et également Rosaire Perron à 22-27.
Unofficial finish time for Rosaire Perron, 22 minutes, 27.32 seconds. So that leaves us with 2 mushers still to come in this competition. Then we will conclude the 6-dog class. The Kid and Mutt will be following shortly, and we'll have a short break before the 8-dog class, and then the unlimited class. And the award ceremony is going to be held in the Paul Smith Sports Annex following the conclusion of today's racing.
1-1-1 is in. 1-1-1 is in, yeah.
So at this point, I think we're not waiting for 2, we're waiting for 1. That is correct. Spencer Thu, I believe, is the only musher that we are waiting for at this point.
Yeah, okay. We're probably talking 1 more.
All right, and you're listening to this broadcast both here at the Paul Smith Sports Annex and live on WNBZ 1240 on the AM dial as we broadcast these sprint results to you. We have some more combined times we'd like to share with you as well. Linda Jenny, combined time of 40 minutes, 58.0 seconds. Dr. Robert Tucker, 40 minutes, 53 seconds flat. David Jenny Sr., 41 minutes, 45.3 seconds. Jim Hellier, also 41, 45.3. I'm sure that tie will probably be broken by the computer. George Wise, 42 minutes, 6 seconds. Rosaire Perron, 43 minutes, 36.1 seconds. Mario Corbin, with his good time, he's moved up past a few people, 41 minutes, 1.5 seconds. And Bob Ganous, 42 minutes, 28.6 seconds. Also, if I could have your attention, we have a blue Ford truck, New York license plate L.
These big sponsors are we're a dying breed. Even if you have to cut back because you spend so much money, don't abandon us altogether, because open class and all sprint racing needs help from the big sponsors. I want to congratulate the winners in the other two classes, or all the other classes and all the other racers. And 2 years ago when we were here, I stated the fact that this race was one of the only 2 races left that I wanted to win. And it was our major goal. We went to Alaska that year after I was here and never made it to the finish line. And so Amy and myself, we put our goal, that Saranac was our #1 goal before our goal is to go back to Alaska. So we're proud to have this gem in our crown. I want to thank Amy most of all for all her support and help. She's made her goal whatever my goal is, and my goal is to win dog races, so it really helps to have your wife supporting the way she is, and she's a damn good dog racer besides. That's about it. It was, I'll be honest with you, I raced yesterday, I thought this was a one-day race, and I raced my dog team like it was a one-day race, because I thought, you know, they're going to cancel it. But you went ahead, and I was prepared to race. I wasn't looking forward to it, but I really want to congratulate the trail crew and the radio help, and it's just a professional race. It's one of the 3 best races in the world for the way it's organized and the way it's such a professional thing, and really want to thank Alpo for that. Thank you.
To longer destinations, have a safe journey. And for those of you who are staying around, we hope to have our Paul Smith race again next weekend. Thank you all for coming, and have a safe weekend.